Okay, let's start the night. Just, I love this. I was listening to Razorfist say this, so I guess Razorfist would be technically a millennial. Nick Fuentes, the Zoomer. Let me say it from Gen X. Um, there's a guy. I overheard him. I know who this is. Like I just there's times where I just think I kind of just want. I wish I could just walk up and just pound this fool, just beat his ass. When he said there should be a law when they wanted to mandate, he was one of these fucks who wanted to mandate vaccines. This fool's made of straw. This kid is made of fucking straw, and I think he takes it up the ass. Fuck him. Fuck him. And a lot of people need to understand that now. No, 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 no. No, no. Fuck you. There's some place that you wish you lived, and it's not in the United States of America. We'll raise the money, get the fuck out, bitch. We'll call you a cab. Get the fuck out of our country. How dare any of you ask for forgiveness now? It's cool, right, bro? No. No, it's fucking not. These fucking wimps made of straw all over. Straw and fucking and like spam. You know, they're spaminal people. These spaminal boys, these booby boys, all over blue America. And these, like, as if there's not going to be a civil war or anything. No, because the right wing would win in a fucking month, because these fucking cats can't chin. They got nothing. And even people who are disciplined, who are left of center, who do their fucking training, get their PT in, actually fire off a weapon, stuff like that, even they know. They look at these guys and they're like, oh my god. Somebody would walk up with a stick and be like, I own you. Don't make me get shit on you, my dick, motherfucker. And the shock that they would go through hearing words like that. They would fall in line like that. A legion of bitches. A legion of liberal bitches. And they wouldn't be able to do shit. They wouldn't be able to do fuck all. So no. There's no forgiveness. None at all. And that's the beauty of it. This is the beauty of where at some stage it could have been ignorance. If you had even taken a CPR course, you would have known, wait, this guy at the CDC, this stuff that they're saying, this doesn't make sense. If you had taken a CPR course, you would have known that. Then if you actually were supposedly really following all the information, you would have known we never even got a single physical sample from China. They haven't given anyone a physical sample. The WHO just sat on its hands like good chumps, puppets, or pets, and sat on their fucking hands. I don't know why my nose is itching. I know why my nose is itching, because I got this heater. Or no, I got, yeah, I think this heater. Oh, wait, it's blowing. It's blowing dust, which would be me in my face. Which is, yeah, that's reality. Disgusting. Reality's disgusting. I swear, after working with food, anybody who has children, I figure at some point you must just be like, mothers must at some point just be like, reality is disgusting. No wonder they watch soaps. Just everything. Steaky. Humans smell awful. Like, oh my god. I'm in the Northwest, so of course I get these moments where I get to like sample a bit of like all the just where I'm like, holy crap, dude. Some of these motherfuckers are rotting. They're just, you could smell it. You're like, something, what is that? And it's because I've cleaned enough various things that I know. I'm like, no, that is the smell of human decomposing in a way. Like, it's only skin. Only skin. It's really specific smell. It's terrible. I mean, maybe the rest of it smells like that too, but I know that from the skin. And I'm just sitting there just like, holy crap, motherfuckers smell like that like all the time, like walking around like that. And I'm like, god damn, what the fuck is happening inside of your clothing? I'm like, wait, I shouldn't even know this. This is like some Japanese anime person. That's what Blue America is. This is the defense. This is what they would offer. You know, Texas would take over and they would be like looking around like, what the fuck do we do with all of this goddamn shit? Well, god dang it. What the fuck do we have here? They would have seen that though. It's Texas. They would have seen some shit like that before. I've seen some shit like this at the airport. Anyway, no, there's not going to be any forgiveness whatsoever. And it's already shown. It already showed. They moved. They literally moved. They moved to super red areas. They had the money. They owned the home. And they sold the home. And they got the fuck out. So they said, fuck you. So it doesn't matter. So there is no forgiveness coming. No. A lot of this stuff about, oh, you know, we didn't know this, we didn't know that. No. No, if you this is easily understood through basic, like really, this is biology from about second semester of freshman year in college. This is not difficult shit. This is really was not difficult shit. And then when you found out, like, oh, well, what was the origin of social distancing? What was the origin of the masking? You find, I mean, all of it. And somebody like me who really did some investigation on this and found a lot of the links about all this long before COVID. And everything people are looking for, again, is on the Microsoft.com website under genomics. You go Microsoft Genomics and you search it and you'll find it. And you go all the way down to the letter W when you look at all these companies. You're going to find something that you'll find very interesting if you decide to go digging. China. China. Why of anybody was Bill Gates insisting on what he was insisting on during that time? No, we don't get to forgive you. You didn't do your homework. I did my homework. You don't get now to say to me, now that the whole class is being punished because we all failed the test, that, and you didn't, but we did, that we did, you should, like, be still super cool with us and act like everything's all good and blah blah blah. You should clean the erasers too. You know, to antiquated concept. You should clean the erasers. And no, I'm not. I'm going home. I'm going ham. Screw you guys. I'm going ham. And so it's really, now it's this thing of, no, but screw you guys. I'm going to put chalk in the erasers while you try to clean them. No. Screw you guys. We get to punish you now. We do get to punish you. We get to now dismiss out of hand. Like, we get to, okay, so who was for all of this encamping people? Who was everything you stand for? We get to just toss it in the rubbish bin. And now you have to prove to us that anything you think has even that we should deign to listen to it. That's really where the right has to come from. The right has to start assuming now the understanding of a nobility, a kind of nobility, a detachment, a disinterestedness in what Marxists and leftists have to say. The big part of this is that women who decide to be on the right have to embrace a nobility. And to be noble, like the noble gases, like the noble metals, they will tend to separate from other things. And that's it. This is why, like, Black America is going to be the dividing line is going to become incredibly noticeable within about the next, I think, about 5 years. There are going to be black people and there will be negroids. Negroids. And they will always you know, you just have to understand Pookie's got a Pookie and Ray Ray's got a Ray Ray. You know, you have to understand the overstanding of the feelings, of the emotional intelligence of the slave master's whip on the back of Pookie and Ray Ray. And black people will be like, the law says that when you sell this list of drugs to people, that you'll go to jail. So, fuck DeAndre Jackson, Pookie, and Reynaldo Twan Jacobs. No, Ray Ray and Pookie are going to jail. They're going to go to jail. We're never going to look back. Also, the idea of I really think over about the next, it'll probably hit over really about the next 8 years, is why are these people working on farms? It's totally going to come back. The prison farm is totally coming back. I guarantee you, like, uncool forms of imprisonment are coming back. It won't be just, oh, this building and it's got all these locks and blah blah. No, it's going to be, you are out in the middle of fucking nowhere. If you can get to somewhere, you are a machine. You're going to be out in the middle of nowhere in a box. And it's going to be because there's more and more people are going to be like, no, none of it. No. Oh, emotional. We should have more emotional intelligence, huh? Yeah. Do you need to go in a box in the middle of nowhere? No, you don't want any of that. Yeah, you're not saying anything anymore, ADL. So, and I mean, it's going to be like that. You know, it's just when it really is, oh, I'm sorry, no. We have separated ourselves from the mucky muck that you are. So your leftist and Marxist and kookball ideas that have nothing to do with the way humans really learn lessons, what matter to us. We know pain will teach them. You know, we know that loss and suck, they will learn. They will learn. They will learn from loss and suck and pain. You know, they don't worry. You know, and they've done something horrible. So you know, and so no. With the maskies, the wokies, the pokies, the prickies. One of the big things is really that now it's a matter of, you are welcome. When we hold these people accountable, you're welcome. I'm such a great person. I'm such a better person than you. I'm going to make sure that the right wing holds these people accountable. And then I want to make sure that you understand you will need plenty of popcorn, because there will be lampposts bending under the weight of all the various people who are responsible for this. Because that's how it must be. It has to be that way. We can't go back. We can't be boomers. The boomers they're going to all pass away as this is happening. This is going to take about 5-10 years. No, all the money. Oh, you got a lot of money from being involved in that. Too bad we're going to take every dime from you. And your kids and your wife and you're going to be destitute. You shouldn't have done that. Oh, is that uncool? Is that against the law? Oh yeah, go talk to a court. Yeah, find a lawyer. Yeah, good, yeah. Too bad. We're going to figure out a way of making that legal for just you. Because you deserve it. Because we get revenge. It's sweet revenge. Bitter, horrible revenge. But you see, this is because the boomers never embraced this. The boomers would not understand. At some point you have to take a great purgative. And that purgative must get so that people leave. That people say, I am a socialist, I'm into communism, I'm anger mode all the time. I need to go. I need to go someplace where I won't feel these, that I could live under the jurisdiction of some central planner who will guarantee me things, because now there is no pretense now. There's no, is it feminism? Oh, you see, because the patriarchy and blah blah. No, we get to. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't. Ideas like that are such garbage and such slime. I don't deal with them. I only deal with reality. And the reality is you're probably relatively worthless in the economy, aren't you? You can't get paid a lot of money for anything at all. Maybe. And maybe you're boring on top of it. And so, because people we have to become a society that embraces being grit, self-effacement, and reality, and the hard part of reality, that there isn't enough to go around, and so people have to have grit and work hard, and that sacrifice is good for you. It's fasting makes the creature stronger. I just love that Nick Fuentes, just the way that he totally approached this on the COVID amnesty, and so many people on the right, the young right, is not having it. They're not having it. Even this stuff, everybody's also Jordan Peterson. No, there's no forgiveness for Ben Shapiro and what he said. Nope, Ben. No. There's nothing, there is no argument for ignorance. There isn't. Because this is biology somewhere around the 102A level. This is the basics from CPR courses. That's why the first responders and the nurses weren't going for it. Because they understood enough about this to know, no, what the CDC is saying, it doesn't jive with the fundamental understanding when you are dealing with epidemiology like that. I mean, at the most fundamental, the alphabet part of it, no, this doesn't work. These are characters in upside down reverse Cyrillic, this is not, no. These are Triglavian symbols, these are Romulan, these are words in Romulan. What are these people even talking about? It was just such crap, and I'm just sitting there just like, aren't you all noticing this? And the best part about it is how people didn't even know that there was what was it, what do you call that when it's that kind of infection? I can't believe this always just leaves my mind. Super common word. They were saying there's this terrible cold or something, bronchitis or something. It's spreading all over China. I was like, that's weird. But then you see everybody was paying attention to the Iranian guy who got killed in Iraq by a drone strike or whatever. And they're like, Donald Trump, how could you do this? And idiots, full-on idiots, people would say things to me, and I'm just like, what is wrong with all of you? Like, God, you guys are just... He was on television for like a decade straight. How are you all... Where are you constructing this supervillain from? Is the Donald Trump in your mind, you know? And just every group, every subgroup, they all expose themselves, and they would say things. I would just be like, that's what's going through your mind when you're dealing with somebody like this. When you're dealing with somebody that has proven they should be in leadership. They've proven it. That's fascinating. Okay. You know, this is what Oregon is at this point. But not really like the people born and raised here. I mean, like, here and there. But I mean, like, no. These are the kinds of people who've ended up here. Good, okay, you know. And then by the time the riots hit, I was like, well, there we go. So now we owe you nothing. We owe you no apology. I mean, just nothing. Nothing at all. Too many of us have had these things, and there's surveys now on this of all these people who've lost their friends, they've lost all their family. Now we get to network on the right with one another. The big thing I was just thinking about a little while ago, churches that want to survive need to reach out to men, and they need to ask these men to become tutors. Period. And the churches need to do after-school tutoring for kids who are citizens of the United States of America, not kids who are not citizens of the United States. They should go to the country of origin and go through the proper process of becoming citizens here. Because I know there's a lot of churches that are trying to pull that shit. And that's the other part, is that there's these men who, you know, if you're asked to tutor, that, you know, you should be like, okay, well, you know, why do you have female priests? You know, why would I tutor? why would I want to help whatever you guys are up to? And with that, that's going to be really, and it really is. Religious groups need to reach out now to men who have specialties, and have the young tutored, and because that's the future. That's where the future lies. That's the first stage. That's just that it really is. Yeah, that's all. It would just hit me in a flash at one point earlier tonight. I'm like, that's what's going to bring it back. Because it really is then the community, and now, yeah, because it's the community recognizing we don't have you. We need you, because we will not keep these men. These boys will grow up and they will leave. They will leave. Because we are all a bunch of weak hens and old boomers that will forgive Satan for everything. That we so thoroughly believe, we just pray for Satan, you know, everything will be fine, you know, that, and you know, we just pray for him that he'll just stop being evil. No, it's not shipping. It's not weird. It's not kind of gay. No. We're tough Christians. We pray hard, you know. And no, it's going to have to be, we recognize if you're a guy who can teach something, you probably really do know something about it. That is why you're willing to take your valuable time out of your life instead of enjoying it to teach others, and it's because you really believe you really are into it. Beyond that, this made me think also then of something for especially the America Firsters. Believe by Agnostic Front. Look it up. It's Believe by Agnostic Front. And then you'll be like, oh my god, this is so Gen X, crazy drug nut job music. But this was right wing music of a sort. And I know I can trust myself because I believe in what I say. I believe in my friends because they're with me every day. Believe that we can overcome because the scene is strong today. I live this life because I know hardcore's the way. Believe we are right. Believe we are strong. Believe in yourself. And believe hardcore. I know things look bleak sometimes, and I wish it wasn't that way. We know we're in the right because the scene is strong today. There's a kind of spirit in the American heart that you rebel. You know you're being bullshitted. Never forget this about Americans. At some point, people are sitting there going, I think you're bullshitting me. Never forget that. Because when people forget that, they start believing their own press. People see through the bullshit. Like Outcast said, sit back. Just wait, because you know the bullshit is coming. So, no forgiveness. That's un-American. It'd be un-American, really. That'd be very boomer and postmodern to forgive them. To be like, no, it's cool, we can know. Where these people took it, it can't come back. It can't come back. This isn't like your woman cheating on you. This is your woman doing porn. And then saying that she wants you to be in one of them where you just sit in the corner and watch. Some demented fucking shit. This was demented. So, no forgiveness.